morning. So before we get started, we're going to be starting in a few minutes. The kids are just getting themselves ready while I prep our morning. All right, so first things up, and I will not be commenting. This is my last narration, but we'll see them coming in a second. Thanks for joining us and taking your time out. All right, guys. Let's get going.
Where are we going? First class.
All right, have a seat. All right, you all had a good morning?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your breakfast too?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You can bring your table. We're gonna sit together first to do our morning time, and then we'll separate. Okay? That's fine. You can sit over there. You can sit over there. Sit there or there. Hey, Bryce, you can't turn your back to me. I'm going to be writing on the board. Remember? Yes. You can sit next to Chloe. Sit anywhere you like. All right. Are we good? Are we settled? All right. All right, let's get started. Good morning. All right. One drop in your wrist of your Genius oil. Okay, ready?
Here. Here, Mama.
Sure. Yep, you got it. That's enough. And rub it. Good. All right, ready? Okay. So we're starting our first day of the week. Today is different. Yesterday was Monday, but it was a holiday, right? And today is
Sunday.
there's Sunday and there's Monday.
There's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. All right. So it starts with a t. Starts with the
T.
T. Good. And we are in that new month. Remember what the new month is? It's January, February,
March, and April, May,
June,
July, August, September, October, November, December. No, we passed it. No, September, August.
after August.
September.
September. Good. So it is September, okay?
September is the last day.
September. So that starts with the
S.
Good.
Ooh.
All right. right, and yesterday was September 3rd, so after 3rd is? 4th. Very good. 2018. All right. Okay. You tell me the days how many days in the
31.
Yeah, there you go. No, 30 days, huh?
September.
So how many days in September?
30.
30.
30 days in September. 30. Oh, there's only 30 in September.
There's only 30.
And 31 in all the rest.
Yes. No, not 31 all the rest. 30 days in September. Had September.
April, May, and November.
Is it November?
No.
It's November, and then all the rest have
31.
except for
January. February.
February alone, which has 4 and 24, except for the leap year, which has 1 more. Good. All right, so this is our verse of the day. Let's look at it.
I said to myself, how many letters in alphabet? 26. Good, that's it. 26.
26. Very good, Ariel. Good memory.
Mommy, Utah is far away from where we are. Montana, North Dakota. I really want to go South Hawaii.
Dakota.
North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Mama, what's that? Wyoming,
Okay.
Montana.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. Proverbs 2, verse 6. What does that mean?
God gives us wisdom.
Yes, God gives us
When we
wisdom.
ask for it.
When we ask for it, yeah. So do you, with homeschooling or with anything, do we have to ask God for wisdom? Yes, Chloe.
I remember one of the movies in Superbook. It's the Solomon.
That's right. Tell me what the wisdom. What about Solomon?
Solomon asked for wisdom,
Solomon asked for wisdom, and what?
and God gave him
And
wisdom.
God gave him wisdom. Very good. And what did he do with that wisdom?
He was the king.
He was the king. And what did he do with that wisdom?
He
Give me an example of what he did with the wisdom that God gave him.
He prayed.
He prayed, and what else? Give me one example. One example.
He was going to cut the baby in half, but then one of the women didn't want it, and then he said, "Which woman? The woman who wants the baby best should have the baby."
Yes.
And the one who wanted it got the baby.
Was that wisdom? You think he just got that just like that, or did God give him that kind of wisdom?
God gave him that kind of wisdom. When the baby rolled off on someone's bed and took the baby from her, and then put her dead baby on the woman's side who really wanted him.
Yes, that's right. That's how it went. And then that's when they went to King Solomon, and God gave him the wisdom of how to solve the problem. Whose baby is this? Right? Because sometimes babies all look alike, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you can't really tell which baby belongs to who, right?
They both had a baby son.
And they both had a baby son. So how do you know? Right? God gave him the wisdom. Okay? All right, so...
So the king, and he got a sword,
Yes, and he took it away from the lady who said, cut the baby in half, I'll take half of the baby. But then what would happen to the baby? He would not be alive. But the woman who loved the baby, whose baby it was, said, no way, I want this baby to live, even if it does not live with me. And then she was crying. Right? So, all right, ready? So let's do our board. So what month did we say it was? September. I already put it on there yesterday for y'all. We didn't do this yesterday, but okay. And yesterday was that special holiday, Labor Day, right? Where we said take
all your work.
You take a break from all the work, right? Mm-hmm. Good. All right, awesome. Okay, so Bryce, what's the weather outside?
Sunny.
It's sunny. Can you put the weather for us? Right here, weather. Good. Okay, and it's actually kind of hot, isn't it? It's a little hot. Even in here, it's a little bit hot. So move this up to the hot.
To the hot.
Yep. Hot. And we're still in what season?
Spring.
Summer. Okay. Summer with the hot sun. Summer. Okay. All right. So today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Yesterday was Monday. Tomorrow will be
Tuesday.
Wednesday. Good. Who got it first?
Me.
Okay, good. You can put it on here.
No, Bryce said it first.
Okay. Bryce, put it on there. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. All right, Ariel, how are you feeling today? Give us a feeling. Happy. All right, cool. All right, so today we're going to do the park later after in the afternoon.
The new park.
We'll see. I'll decide.
I'm going to the pool.
All right. And fix the date for us, Chloe. What date is it? September?
4th.
All right, so can you say the full date for us, please? Today is
September.
Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday, September 4th, 2018.
Thank you very much. All right.
Silly face fell off.
Silly.
Everyone always feels silly.
I am always feeling silly.
I'm always feeling sad.
Can
I join that one?
Cool. No, thank you. All right, thank you. I'll put this on our shelf. All right. Okay. Awesomeness. All right, so we will start with our history lesson. So we are.
We are still in England.
We're still in England, right? So let's look back and let's go back over where we are.
What is something? God gave us everyone wisdom.
God get when you ask, right? Okay. So this is the map, and we were talking about St. Patrick, right? Last week. So that
was in
Ireland. So this, you were asking where it was again. This is Ireland. Okay, it's off to the side where England is. Okay, so this is England. So now we're back in England this week. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So in the last lesson, we learned about the spread of Christianity in Ireland. Let's turn our attention back to Britain. There are different accounts of how Christianity came to Britain. Some historians believe Joseph of Arimathea introduced Christianity to Britain in AD 63. Eusebius, a church historian, wrote the apostles passed beyond the ocean to the Isles called the Britannic Isles. Paul preached the gospel to the Britons and others in the West. However, Christianity came to Britain. It did. However, Christian came to Britain, it did, and many Britons became Christians. All right, so we are there, and let's read
King Albert.
Alfred. King Albert. You want to do King Albert like Daddy's name?
Alfred.
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 King Alfred the Great.
The Great. All right,
Wait,
so
like who? I remember we learned about something, but I don't remember his name.
King Arthur.
No,
Which one?
it was. I don't remember the name, but I know we already learned about him. I can't remember. What did he look like? I can't remember. I can't.
Can you bring the pencils, the color pencils?
Is it the King Solomon?
No. King Solomon is way before this. Can you get the pencils, please? Bryce is easier. Get up. Can you get it?
It's hard to get out.
Yeah.
I just do this and get it open. Push my chair, and when I do this, I sit back in, and then I get my foot in.
Okay.
Mommy.
Wait. Sorry, guys. All right. This is not. All right. So, followers of Jesus Christ refused to take an oath of loyalty to the Roman emperor, and thus the early Christians were persecuted and regarded as dangerous enemies of the empire. So, remember in the Huguenot Garden, we were talking about the Christians were persecuted and attacked and killed by the Roman Church, right?
Yeah.
So this is around the same
What's his
time.
name again?
That was the St. Bartholomew holiday, all right? So in that book, right? So remember they're living way back in this time that we're talking about. So
And he
this
died.
is the same Roman emperor that we're talking about, okay? So the persecutions of Christians ended in 313 AD, when the Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity and granted Christians freedom to worship. Christianity flourished, and there were many churches in the land and many true and holy Christians. But the Angles and Saxons who had invaded and taken over most of England were not Christians at first. They worshipped false gods, and much of England became heathen. Heathen means not believing in God, okay? Some Christians had fled to the mountains of Wales, but the greater part of Britain, which had been Christian, was turned again to heathenism. Where's our coloring book? You'll need a coloring book, or draw something while I'm talking, okay? Alright, ready? Ready to focus?
Yes.
There you go. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so some Christians had fled to the mountains of Wales, but the greater part of Britain, which had been Christian, was turned again to heathenism. The English said prayers to many gods. They thought that the earth was a god, and they prayed to Woden, the god of war. Many faithful people from different places helped Christianity spread again in the land which became known as England. There is a tradition of how some of these heathens were converted to Christianity. At first, the Englishmen were not all under one king. There were many kings, and they and their people fought against each other. Sometimes prisoners were taken and made to work as slaves. Sometimes the slaves were sold to other lands. One day, some... Exactly, just some, yep, exactly. But this is later, okay? It's like hundreds of About 1,000 years after Joseph, this is, okay? Alright, so one day, some little English slave children were standing ready to be sold in the marketplace at Rome. Groups of buyers and sellers were there, talking in an unknown language. There were many other slaves for sale, men, women, children, white, black, and brown, brought together from many parts of the world. The boys saw among the crowd an old man who seemed different from the rest. He wore a plain gown. The slave boys liked his face with its kind expression. This was the monk Gregory, who was loved by all the people of Rome for his simple goodness of heart. As the old man passed through the hall, he looked pityingly at the poor people who were waiting to be sold. When he came to the English boys, he paused, struck by their beautiful white and pink faces, blue eyes, and fair hair. Who are these children? He asked for those standing beside him. Someone told him that they were Angli, which was the Roman way of saying English. He said they were more like Angeli, which was the Roman way of saying angels. After he left the slave market, the thought of these fair-faced boys followed Gregory wherever he went. He had no rest when he thought of the English were living and dying as heathens. About 4 years after the meeting with the boys, he was made pope. And then he saw that he has an opportunity. A band of 40 monks with an abbot named Augustine at their head was chosen by Pope Gregory of the conversion of England. Augustine and his company set out on their journey, but when they got as far as southern France, their hearts failed them. Everyone gave them terrible accounts of the pagans that had come over and conquered the island of Britain. Nowhere, it was said, was there a people so savage and barbarous. The missionaries stopped on their way and sent their leader Augustine back to Rome with a petition to Gregory that he would release them from their task. Gregory refused to listen. He was a man who did not spare himself any trouble or danger to do the Lord's work, and he expected others to do the same themselves. He sent Augustine back with a letter full of encouragement. "Do not shrink," he said, "from your duty. Go on with God to help you. The harder the work, the greater the reward." Where have we heard that before? The harder the work, the greater the reward. The company started again and made their way to the coast of England. There, they provided themselves with interpreters. Interpreters is someone who does what?
Work.
An interpreter. Have we heard that word before? No. An interpreter, if you're speaking Spanish, Bryce, and Ariel does not know what Spanish is, and I know what Spanish is, and I know your language, English, you would speak Spanish. I'm sorry, I did it wrong. You would speak Spanish, and I would convert it into English.
And you would say what he's saying to Ariel.
In English, right? So I will.
And what Ariel wants to say to him,
I'll say it in English.
You say that to him.
Right, exactly. So that's an interpreter. Okay. Mm-hmm. Who knew? They went first to a king named, Ethelbert, whose wife Bertha from France was already a Christian. Eventually, King Ethelbert and his people were baptized and became Christians, which meant that they now knew about God and said their prayers and did the good things which Augustine taught them. After time, the other kings, and most of the English people became Christians too. Augustine had been commanded by Gregory to return to France and there be consecrated archbishop, which is a bishop that presides over the bishops in an area. Slowly but surely, Augustine, who became known as Augustine of Canterbury, and the monks with him helped Christianity spread through England, building their churches and carrying the torch of Christ further and further into the darkness. King Ethelbert, noble and valiant as his name signified, was no half-hearted soldier of Christ, and in simple loyalty, he gave up his own royal palace of Canterbury for the monks who were doing God's work in his kingdom with such an example before them. It was little wonder that the people as well pressed toward to help in the work. It is said, too, that many miracles were performed by these simple, faithful monks. Many sick people were healed, and wonders were worked as in the days of the apostles. But it was not only the monks who went out to work. Augustine, the archbishop, would never consent to stay safely at home. But he was always the first to undertake fresh journeys and risk new dangers. In his simple monk's robe, on foot, he went with his brethren from north to south, from east to west, preaching and teaching through the length and breadth of England. Sometimes they met with harsh treatment, showers of stones, and even sharp weapons were used against them. All right, but no serious hurt ever befell the little band of brave men. Okay? All right, so how was Christianity brought to England?
King
Ethelbert. Well, the monk, right? So he reached out to King Ethelbert. So Augustine. He came to and saw the children, and he was worried about their faith, right, and where they will end up. Then he approached King Ethelbert, correct? And then they started sharing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we're just going to read one more story. Life in a medieval monastery. Okay, so medieval is basically the times that we're reading. Remember, does anybody remember what the times are that we talked about? These are called the
Ages.
Dark Ages. Good. So this is another term for that period, around the same period, the medieval times. So they call this life in a medieval monastery. All right, so here's it, life in a medieval monastery. All right, actually, we're gonna read this afterwards. I'll read this to you guys during lunch. All right, cool.
Look at my story.
Looks good, buddy. All right, cool. So we'll finish this up after during lunch. I'll read that out to you guys, okay? All right. So speaking of Spanish, let's do our Spanish lesson. Espanol. You guys can keep doing that while I get it ready for us.
Are you copying me?
Huh?
I'm not copying you. Because I make these first. Maybe you put in a rainbow.
Okay. Ready for a review?
Yes. I'm gonna add some decorations. Okay, look at this one. Aww. This one looks so cute. And this one is the big sister. Oh, cool. That's pretty. Is the big sister me? Yeah. And I'm the little sister. What about the brother? Oh, I forgot to make mommy and daddy. Not me. Mommy and daddy are gonna be with you, please. What about me, Ariel? I'm gonna make a little baby one. Okay, you're gonna be on. Yeah, I'm making the baby one.
Okay, let's go over what we learned so far.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
We have to learn one new word, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so the word for the in Spanish is? El. Good.
El mismo.
El or la. niño. All right, the word for a is?
E.
A is?
Un.
Or una, right? Un
Una.
for masculine,
And
una for feminine, right? For a girl or boy. All right, what's the word for boy?
niño.
Niño. What's the word for girl?
Niña.
La niña. Good job, Bryce. All right, and what about your brother?
Hermano.
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 Hermano. And sister?
Hermana. La niña.
La hermana. Hermana. Say hermana.
Hermana.
Hermana. Good. All right.
Hermana.
Hi, hermana. So don't forget me or my. Keep going, Chloe. My, the word for my is me. Okay? So Bryce, you say, look at me. Hola, mi hermana.
Hola, mi hermana.
Hola is hello. Hola.
Hola.
Hola, mi hermana.
Hola, mi hermana.
Now you have two sisters. You say, hola, mis hermanas. All right, and Chloe, you would say, how would you say hello, my brother? Hello, my brother. What's the word for hello? Oh, you weren't listening. You want to try again? Hola.
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 Hola. Hola, hermano.
You're missing a word. My brother. How do you say my brother?
It's hard to remember the.
Yeah, I just said it, so don't forget. You have to pick.
Hola.
Listen. I just did it with him, so you could have listened and heard it. Okay? So you have to focus when listen when other people it's other people's turn. Okay? Me.
Hola, mi hermano.
Good. All right. So, all right. So we're gonna learn another word, and we're gonna learn the masculine and the feminine together. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Friend.
Ooh.
Friend. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How do you say?
All right. There it is. Amigo. Say amigo.
Amigo.
Amiga.
Amiga.
Okay.
Amigo. No, amigo.
Amigo.
Amiga.
There you go. All right. Say amigo.
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 Amiga.
Amiga.
All right.
Amiga.
Amiga. So amigo is the for boyfriend. Amiga is for a girlfriend. Okay. Got it? Yes.
Niña. Amiga.
So for your friend Joseph, which word would you use?
Amigo.
Good. For your friend,
That's her name, Alex.
how about your friend? Okay, let's say her name is Alexandra.
That's a boy name.
No, Alexandra is a girl's name. What would be
Amiga.
amiga? Very good. All right. Now let's put it together. You're saying hello, Joseph, in Spanish. You say hello, my friend. Okay.
Hola, amigo.
My friend.
Mi amigo.
Hola, mi amigo. Well, you typically say hola, amigo, but hola, mi amigo. So you can practice
Hola, mi
using
amigo.
the me. Very good. Hello, my friend.
I can't find the pancake sharpener.
I think you all left it somewhere out there. I don't have it. All right. All right, awesome. All right, Chloe, do the reading part for me and just tell me what you see. You read it first in Spanish and then you tell me what it says in English. You interpret it into English for me. Okay?
El amigo. The friend.
The friend.
La amiga. The friend.
Mm-hmm.
Un amigo. A friend. Una amiga. A friend. Two amiga. Wait, what does two say? Mama, can I go help her find it?
Yep, go ahead. Your.
Come on. Your friend. Mi amigo. My friend. Mi amiga y tu hermana. My friend and your friend.
Hermana.
My friend and your sister.
Good.
My hermano. My brother, la niña y el niño. The girl and the boy. Mi hermano y tu hermana. My brother and your sister.
Very good. Awesome. All right, way to go. Thank you.
But this is you. This is Daddy. This is Chloe. Where's Mama? And this is baby mom. Oh, Mommy's a baby? Yeah. Oh,
What?
Mommy's a baby. You want a hot air balloon?
Thank you. I'm putting
Baby
it
bought me a hot air balloon. I want to make me like Mama.
All right, so now we're gonna do.
Ow! Keep your foot out. You put your foot there.
Excuse me.
That's why that happened.
Nice and gentle too, okay? Thanks. All right, so now we're going to separate a little bit. Kind words, Bryce. Okay. Almost done with your drawing, guys?
Yes. I just need to color the sky and the door. I do this all by myself. How did this come? This is the house. This is the house. And then on the back, I'm gonna make some bunnies. I need it to be dark. Wait. I need green. Look at mine. I know that. And now it's just. Here's the move. Now it's this one. This one got. Can't move it right now. I'm moving it right now. Yours is nighttime? Yeah. Oh, mine is. What is that?
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's the friends underneath. Daytime.
All right, so Chloe, I'm going to give you your independent work. You have your spelling, your handwriting, and where's your reader? Right here.
I will just clear it over.
All right. Okay, so you do one chapter in your reader, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I need to move this table over, guys.
Okay.
Actually, it's okay. Chloe, you can sit right here. Guess what you get to sit on? That. All right, so sit here. Do your independent work. All right, and focus, okay? Can you read silently? If you can't read silently, go sit on the couch and do the reading part of it.
Okay.
And then come back and do this. Can you read silently?
Yes. Oh. Yeah, it's supposed to be dark. I like your picture.
Okay, darlings.
You like mine?
Very nice picture, Bubba.
Thanks. And I'm going to make a tree down here. Are you copying me? No. Look at the baby unicorn. Yeah? this tall tree.
That is a tall tree. Where's it going?
To the sky.
To the sky.
She's saying it's going to the sky. So the seed's going to the sky. Yeah! They're going in a queen castle. And this is baby me. Where's me? You're right here. Look at me. You're not a baby.
Okay, ready for your math video? Ready?
Oh, yes.
Alright, so let's take a pause on this. Thank you. You'll get it back at the end, okay? So we're going to do your math right now. We're going to take a break and you finish this up, okay? Alright, so take one
Can I do
pencil.
math?
And it's covered. Grab your pencil. Is it sharpened? Just pick, there's many pencils. Pick one that has a point on it.
Which one?
That's good. Does it have... Alright, are we ready?
This one
Okay,
doesn't
so
have a race.
Eraser.
No. And we're doing that together. Thank you.
Alright, ready? Okay.
Math.
What do these look like? I mean, I know they're not the right size because you're very large, but these look like what? Dice.
Dice.
What does it look like?
Dominoes.
Domino. There's only one domino. Okay.
There's two dominoes.
Like this though, we do an adding problem. So how many do we have on this side of domino? And how many do we have on this side of domino? Okay, now. So 2 plus 2 is the same.
2 plus 2 is the same as?
4.
Oh. You guys rock.
As 4. Now we call this the doubles because these two are the same. They're doubles, right? I'm going to see if you can memorize these. Memorize these means you're going to build it, you're going to say it, and you're going to write 2 plus 2 equals 4. And you're going to have a good time doing it, but guess what? What if I said to you tomorrow morning to get up? What's 2 plus 2? You should say 4. That means if you memorize it, you can say it back without having to build it or think about it, right? How about this one right here? How many we have here?
3.
So what do you think it's going to do? 3 plus what? What's the other one?
3.
3 equals?
3. 5.
Try it. Where's the 5 bar? Try the 5 bar. Is it 5? Is it the same as 5?
No.
No.
Maybe 6.
Maybe 6. Try it. Is it 6? So 3 plus 3 equals?
6.
That's a 3. And that's a 3. And that's 3 and 3. So we can say 3 plus 3.
3 equals 6.
You're going to put the little plus sign in here, right? Smush it together. It's the same as
6.
what's that color remind you of? Violet, lavender, or purple? Okay. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. Work on learning your doubles.
Okay.
So after you've learned your doubles, though,
Alright, Bryce, so you build it.
Okay. Now we're trying to build a new.
Build a 3 plus 3.
3 plus 3.
Okay, and you take a 2 plus 2 as well. 2 plus 2
2.
equals. Try it. Find it. Find what it's equal to. 2 plus 2 equals. Yeah, I don't know. Find which one you think it is. Which one is it the same as? Grab a the bar, Bryce. You can try it. Is it the same as 3? No, try another one. There you go. Is it the same? Yeah, 2 plus 2 equals? 2 plus 2 equals how many is the yellow? 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4.
I'm going to show you one more thing. You know what this thing is? So far, every time we've done an adding problem, we've made trains, haven't we? We've gone sideways. Can you write a problem going vertically or straight up and down? How about this one? 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 3.
We've done this one way before, right?
Problems that way?
You guys know how to do those.
Okay.
Same way, right?
Let's see if we have the same symbols. We have the plus sign, right? Which means 3 plus 3. So but instead of between them, it's moved over here. And sometimes I like to think that this has 2 lines. Because that's really your equal sign, isn't it?
Right?
So you can say 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? But I'm going to take you a little tip. Nobody else puts 2 lines there. So you might want to put a couple there just to think of it because this means equals, all right? So how would you read this one? 3 plus 3 equals what?
Equals
6. So you can either do addition, what we call horizontally, or you can do it vertically.
Alright, good?
Yeah.
You got it? Does anybody need to go over that again?
No.
No. You ready to try it and practice these
Yeah.
2 math facts? Alright, so 2 plus 2 equals, or is the same as?
4.
And 3 plus 3 is the same as?
6.
6. Alright, so keep it off to the side. Because we're going to have to practice it. You gonna go outside? You're gonna go outside. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's looking at me?
She likes to look at you, yes.
My phone
She likes to keep her eyeballs on you. Alright, okay. So here it is. Alright, so let's do this one
Mommy,
and
it's
this
a
one, okay?
butterfly picture.
Oh, yes. Don't move. Maybe, Ari, you move your chair over here so you have a little bit more space.
Okay. So, 2 plus 2. Oh, I didn't do this yet.
Yeah, you can do that afterwards. Right now we're working on this sheet together, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so start up here, Bryce. How many is that? Actually, no, you do this one, and you do this one.
2 plus 2 equals 4.
You're doing that too? Oh, yeah, go ahead, take the thing, but that's
Oh.
your independent work.
Mama, what's 6 plus 1?
Okay, so this is going this way, so you have to put the answer on this side, okay? So it's okay, leave it there, but let's just remember, now you have to match it, so draw the line to the one that says 4 blocks. Okay, now 6 plus 1, you have to take it, grab it, 6. Which one's the 6? Plus 1.
Do I write it 2 again? I forget. I wrote it 2.
Yes, Bryce. Put it side by side. So which one is it the same as? You have to find it. Which one is it the same as?
We're doing that today?
No, Ari.
Oh. This one. The king.
Is it? No, it's not. Is that the same?
Wait.
Is this the same as that? No. So try another one. Pick another one and see which one it's equal to. No. So try another one.
Oh, this one is no.
Maybe it is the vanilla. Savanilla?
It's
Yes, good. So which one is Savanilla, Bryce? You got it. I believe in you. Good job. All right. Come on. I'm trying to find a sheet that has all the numbers for you. All right. Which one's 7? Is that one? Is this a 7 bar? Is that a 7 bar? No. Is it this? Is this the same as this? Okay, but this is where the answers are on this side, right? So which bar is the same as this length?
like that.
Try them all. Is it this one?
No.
Is it this one? Is it this one? Yes. Okay, great. So then write your answer here. Try again. Why don't you trace this here?
This one?
That's fine. Now you do the next one. 3 plus 3. It's right over here. Where'd the thing go? Yeah, 3 plus 3. Look, you have it here. 3 plus 3 equals? 3 plus 3 equals what? Which bar is this one? Thank you. Now which one is 6? And you match it. Okay. Now write it over here.
1, 2, 3,
Want to give me the eraser?
4, 5, 6.
Good. Yeah. So right. Good. Thank you. Awesome.
Like that?
Okay. Do up top here. Actually. Oh, this one is going this way. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. 2 plus 1 equals. What'd you guys do with the eraser? Take a 2. Plus 1. Okay, hang on, let me help you out. Okay, what is it equal to? Find it. What is the same as? Alright. Which one is it the same as, Bryce? Find, I don't know which bar 2 plus 1 is similar to, is equal to. Can you find it? Okay, equals. Thank you. Can you write a 3 there? Stop. Okay, you hold the pencil. Ready? Curve, stick. Curve, stick. Okay? Now do you remember 2 plus 2 is equal to?
4.
Good. Alright, now do this one. 3.
1 plus 5.
Which one are you doing? 1 plus? Good. 1 plus 5 is the same as?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You weren't supposed to do it that way. We're trying not to count them, remember? We're trying to remember them. So it's right in front of you. 2 plus 2 equals? 2 plus 2 equals? 4. 3 plus 3 equals? 6. So what's the answer? 3 plus 3 equals?
6.
Can you remember that? Can you put that in your memory? Okay, write a 6. Very good. Alright, now do this one. This is the matching game. Alright, so 2 plus 2 equals? 2 plus 2. Try again, look up here. 2 plus 2 equals?
2.
2 plus 2 equals?
1.
Erie, you're guessing. Look over here. It's right in front of your face. 2 plus 2 equals?
4.
4. Can you find the bar that's a 4?
Yeah.
Good. Can you draw a line to match it. And write your answer 4. Good. It's a 6. Great job. Okay, now write a 6. Way to go. All right, do the next one. 6 plus 1. Here. Good. Now, this one you should remember because this is what we're remembering right now, right?
2 plus
2 plus 2 equals
7.
Way to go. All right, so match it. Very good. All right, would you like to do another sheet or you're good? You'll do this one today? Tomorrow? Okay.
Mommy, this one's 6.
All right. Okay, so you can go outside, get a book on the kids' shelf.
Do we just do this one?
What's the which one? Thank you, Bryce. Good job.
I'm going to learn the word word.
Word.
Yes.
Great.
I'm going to learn the word word.
Word. Word world. Sorry, which one? Nope, you should remember. Over here. Let's do it. 3 plus 3 equals beep, bop, beep, bop.
Robot!
3 plus 3 equals
9.
3 plus 3 equals
4.
which bar is this area?
6.
6. 3 plus 3 equals
6.
6. Good job. Okay, so draw the line here. Here.
Ready?
Draw the line to match it. All right, now we're going to do it long way. 3
said I can do
plus
the king.
3. When we're done with the sheet,
Oh.
yes. 3 plus 3 equals
6.
6. Do this one. 2 plus 1 equals. Take it from here.
5.
You're guessing. Just grab the things. 2 plus 1. 2. 2 plus 1. Good. Nope. 2 plus 1. Where's the 2? Which one's the 2? What you got? Yeah, you already have it. Okay, put it together. 2 plus 1 is the same as 3. Grab the 3 bar. Is it the same? Not that way. Is it matching? Is it exactly the same? Beautiful. Now write a 3. Let me see your work code.
Found one sloth. Where's the second sloth? Is that one? Mommy, I did it. One sloth.
Okay, good job.
Here.
Huh?
Mommy, I just stick up.
No, do this one.
First.
Mm-hmm. What's the 1?
Do you see this type of fruit?
Okay. 1 plus 5 equals. Yes. How did you know that? Okay. 5 plus 1 equals
6.
6.
More.
All right, and this one you should remember. 2 plus 2.
3.
No, 2 plus 2. Build it.
4.
4. Way to go. All right, cool. So, and you put your answers not next to it. It has to go underneath the equal sign. This line means equal. All right, so you put it underneath. 6, just like this one is, okay? So put the 3 underneath. Very good. And you used the lowercase letters. Double high five. Thank you. And then you said 4, right? So can you write the 4 there? All right, way to go.
3 plus 3
equals. 3 plus 3 equals. What's this? 6. I do the dot to dot.
King.
Hello, Mr. King.
Hello, Mr. King.
Nice, good job. If you're gonna color it in, you're gonna color it in.
Yeah. Yellow.
Alright.
What pants?
Okay. Is Chloe have a Bryce, can you sit on the chair, please? Or you can go sit on the couch if you want.
I'm sitting on the chair.
Okay.
I'm gonna add some highlights. Oh, it's a queen? It's a boy. Oh. Is it gonna be a girl? Those eyelashes. Huh? I can't see the eyelashes. I like the picture of the little baby. Of each animal. Back in the
Awesome sauce.
This looks like sunflower. Mama, does this look like Noah's Ark?
It does, doesn't it? With all the animals and the people.
Cause it's, I see 2 of each animal, but lots of seagulls. Are you in gold? Are you in gold, Mama?
Not yet.
Oh, you're in platinum?
Not yet.
No, platinum's after gold. You're in silver.
Yeah.
2 of each animal. Okay.
We're gonna do a student year language book. All right, and then that is gonna be lunch.
Mama, my book, this book is really fun.
It's really fun.
It has.
All right, so I'm going to ask you guys. I'm going to move the table over. Okay, and you can choose to stay here if you like, or you can find an activity to do, and do some stuff on your own. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Excuse me.
Can we do
Bryce,
the
I'm gonna
Bible
move.
challenge thing?
We can do it later. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yay! Yay! Kiss on the floor. There's a kiss on the floor.
Bryce, don't step on that, please. Okay. Scoot over.
Mommy,
Mhm.
I found this on the back.
Okay. I'm not working with you with that right now. You can color the king if you'd like. Okay, or you can work on adding the blocks by yourself. All right. Ooh.
Yay!
We get to start a new thing.
We done this already.
Adjectives?
Mm-hmm.
We did adjectives? All right, cool.
Yeah, we've done it. It's just been a long time until we've done it again. It's just been a long time.
All right, let me just grab
Why is there trash on the ground?
Okay, ready? Excuse me. All right. noun is an adjective?
A word that describes a noun.
Good. Here are some funny adjectives. Can you get up? Stand over here. Okay. Now you have to act it out. Ready? Dry.
Dominoes. Dominoes.
Funny. Nice. Slow. Gigantic. Alright, have a seat. Alright, so an adjective describes a noun, and you can act it out, you think? Okay, so I'm going to tell you a sentence, and you tell me the adjective in the sentence. Ready? Have a seat. Have it twirling around. Okay, the ball. You want to write it out? You want to put it out to me? Hey, guys, if you're going to be in here, I need you to be quiet, please.
Yes, Mommy.
Thank you. All right, so the ball is round. I'll do the first one for you. First, you find the noun. So we'll make the noun purple, right? So the ball, so we have an article, like in Spanish, right? So the ball, so that means this is the noun, and it's a thing. A noun is the name of a?
Person, place, thing, or idea.
So the ball is the noun, right?
Yeah.
It's the thing. Is round. Remember the being verb? Right? So let's make that yellow. So is your verb, right? So what's left?
The action.
Well, not the action, adjective. It's describing. We'll make it purple too. We're just describing the ball. The ball is round. Round is the ball. It's describing the ball. Okay? The ball is round. Okay? Got it? Right to the next one.
The house.
Which one's the noun?
House.
Okay. Which one's your verb?
Is.
Which one's your adjective?
Cut.
Cut?
This.
Which word is this? What's this? Right over.
Cute or cut?
Cute! Okay, it has a silent. So it changes this to a?
No.
So cute, not cut. Alright, so that's your adjective.
Some things are really cute. Some animals are really, really cute to me. Even cats. Even dogs. Chihuahuas. Yeah. What about real dogs? Well, not chihuahuas. Top 10 dogs. Kitten.
Okay, so you do these three, circle the adjective. I'm sorry, circle the noun and the adjective in yellow, and then, I'm sorry, you know what we're doing. Circle the noun in purple, circle the verb in yellow, and then draw a line to the adjective that's describing the.
This phrase.
Draw a line to it. Actually, just underline it, so I know that's the difference between, because if you just have two bubbles, there you go. Don't circle it, just underline it, and then draw a line, okay? Alright, this one, very good. two nouns in there? Okay, alright, stop for a second. Okay, so read the sentence. Okay, so you're telling me that like is describing the kitten. What does like kitten look like? Can you draw a like kitten? Like kitten. Can you draw a small kitten? Can you draw a gigantic kitten? Can you draw a round kitten? A round kitten. Stand up. Can you draw a like kitten?
No.
No. So you think like is the adjective? No. Alright, so yeah. And remember the verb is the action, right? So is I a verb? Show me the action of I. No. Okay, so take the yellow off. Alright, so try again. Try to find the verb and then find the description, the adjective. So read it again.
I like the little kitten.
Just underline the adjective if you found it and then figure out what the verb is. So kitten is the adjective? No, you underlined it. Yeah, so the little. So underline the little. And then which one is the verb? Which one's verb? The is the article.
Like.
Like. And there's another noun in there. There's another person, place, thing, or idea in there. Person, place, thing, or idea.
Oh, kitten is a thing.
So yeah, that's your first noun. There's another noun in there.
Little.
I. I is also, yeah, but that's not what the adjective is describing, right? Okay, so go to the next one.
I am what?
Who's the noun?
I
Which one is the verb?
am this.
And what word is describing the noun? Wet. Can you see the I am wet in your head? Good, thank you. Alright, let's look at this painting. Take a look at this painting in your book. Good job. Look at all the parts of the painting. Don't forget, when you're looking at the art, you're looking at who is in it, where it's taking place, what are they doing, how are they doing it, why are they doing it, right? So take a look at it. Do you like the painting, first of all? Do you think it's a beautiful painting? Okay, so sit up. Okay, take a look at it. Who is in the painting?
A child and mommy
Okay. What are they doing?
talking, maybe.
Okay.
And mommy's wearing a red shirt, and there's whatever this thing is.
mommy going to do with the red shirt?
Put it on her son.
Okay, so you think that's her son? Okay, and where are they?
They're in their house.
They're in their house. What part of their house do you think they are?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen, it looks like, yeah. Okay, and how did they get there?
Walk.
They walked in there. What time of day do you think it is?
No, there's sunlight a bit.
It's sunlight a bit. So, like, you know, this morning when we got up, it was kind of a little bright, but really mostly dark.
Yeah,
So
so maybe that's what.
You think it's early in the morning?
Early in the morning.
Okay. All right,
Maybe
so...
in the afternoon.
Okay. All right, so this painting is by Felix Schlossensinger. I hope I said that right. A German painter who died over 100 years ago.
Oh.
We studied one of his paintings in before. All right, so find Germany on the globe.
Germany.
All right, so let's see. Where is Germany? Which continent is Germany?
Africa. Europe.
Europe. Thank you. All right, so let's take a look for
This is
Germany.
India.
Russia. Keep going. So you're in Europe, so keep looking for Germany.
Turkey.
Keep going. Stay up. That's it, going in Africa. You're very, very close.
Germany.
Very, very close. There you go. Germany.
Germany.
Okay, so the capital is Berlin. And do you remember we read a book that took place in Berlin? He was a runner. And you-
Jesse Owen.
Jesse Owen,
So
right?
he was in here.
Yeah.
He was
He
in
went- yeah.
Europe.
He flew across, well no, wait, back then they took the boat, but United States, so they took a boat all the way across
To Europe.
to Europe and into Germany.
France is here.
France is there, that's right, that's where our friends of the Huguenot family, the Huguenot garden, France. Alright, so that's Germany, that's where, he lives, and that's where we live in the United States, right? Alright, cool. So we have a worksheet on Germany here. There you go, Germany connection. Alright, so we're going to find and label where the painter Felix Schlesinger lived. A country is an area of land with its own government. The country we live in is the United States of America. The country Felix Schlesinger lived in is in Germany. We already found Germany on the globe. Now we will label it on the map. We will also label countries that are close to Germany. Okay? So,
Find the country that looks like a lady's boot in this Italy label.
lady's boot. This is Italy. Okay, so do you find one that looks like a lady's boot? Alright, let's compare. Let's find here. So we started.
This looks like a
No, that's Africa. We're up here. This is this. Okay? So we're coming across, we're coming across from the United States and we land here. So, United States here. And we land here. So what's this one?
Spain.
Spain. Can you write Spain there, please? Alright, so now we know where in the world this map is. Now look for the boot. Which one looks like a lady's boot with a high heel?
This one.
That one. Can you find it on your map? Relative.
This
And there
one.
you go. Maybe you can color it in yellow.
That one is Italy.
Yep, color it in yellow. And then you can label it. There you go.
Ladies.
So Italy looks like a lady's boot.
This
big country north of Italy is Germany. So the big one is this one, right? North. That's it, yeah. That's Germany. So just color that in green. I know. You guys like wear these penciled out. You have a green in there? Okay, go ahead, use that one. Okay. Germany. Alright, cool. And now write a G-R. E-R. And then
Bread.
R. M.
This go
A. N. Y. Okay. Alright, so now Germany is sandwiched between, on the east and the west by two big countries. Find Germany again. Where's Germany? It's sandwiched between two big countries.
Poland and France.
Very good. Find it on your map.
Poland.
Nope. Do it again, the opposite way. Look at it.
Okay, color is sideways.
Mm-hmm. This one right here.
France and Poland. I just said Poland is here.
No, you did it the opposite way. Alright, so go ahead and color it in. You can make France purple, and you can make Poland blue. Okay, so write France,
So I'm
F-R.
gonna a color. Okay, and then Poland, P-O. L-A. And D. Alright, so take a look. So Germany, tell me what surrounds Germany, which countries? Italy, Spain. No, Spain doesn't.
It's not on the border, that's right. So
Italy, France, and Poland.
and Poland. We just highlighted Spain because we know that's a great way, that's the first one we see on our way over on the plane, right? We travel across, that's the first one we see. Actually, this is Portugal and Spain. Alright, now, I'm going to show you something really super cool. Do you know what else is in this area? Over here is what we're studying in our history book.
Denmark. Can I jump on that?
What now? No,
No,
baby.
that is.
Where is the, we just read about, where's King Arthur? Where is St. Patrick?
King Arthur, St. Patrick.
Yeah, St. Pat is Ireland. And then, what country are they in? What do they call? What are the people? English, good. So England. Britain. So England, and then the top is Denmark. Denmark, yeah, up top.
Denmark.
This is the United Kingdom.
Britain, and then St. Patrick's was from here, travel to here.
Alright? Alright, so that's okay?
Ooh.
Alright, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Is this painting, let's look back at our painting. Ready? Is this painting about a thrilling adventure? No, it is about an ordinary moment in a person's life. A mom has just put on her child's night clothes. Night clothes. So it's happening at night. Because see how dark it is? Alright, there's not even any light coming from the outside. It's completely dark over there, right? Let's do a little bit more. A book or a painting does not have to be about something exciting, like a video game, to be interesting for us, to bring us joy. Keep looking at it. We can feel a lot of true joy from small things, like watching a bird or playing with a baby. Let's discuss some of the small things that can give us joy.
Playing with babies.
Playing with babies, of course. Do the mother and the child in the painting look happy?
Yeah.
Does this painting make you happy when you look at it?
Yeah.
In this painting, does the background have as much detail or color as do the people and things in front? No. Artists use colors in special ways, okay? By having less color and detail in the background, the artist is showing perspective. Take a look at it, please, and can you turn around and sit still? If you do not, I'm going to have to get rid of this chair, okay? Thank you. Can you sit still? Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Look at the picture again. All right. Look at the background. And look at the front. By having less color and detail in the background, the artist shows perspective and brings our attention to the mother and the child. Is that the first thing you see when you look at the picture? The mother and the child are in a lighter and brighter colors, which also draws our attention to them. The artist wanted to focus on the people, okay? All right, so let's look at this.
Are these people real?
You know what? I have no idea. The painting is, I do not know. They don't have the name of the painting either. But see the artist, he signed it, so I'm not sure if it could be.
I don't know what it says.
That's his signature. But it could be, it's possible. Right, that he was taking a still picture. Or maybe it's a memory of his own childhood, because it's a man, right? Could be him. As a little boy, he's remembering how happy he was with his mom. Right?
Wanted to paint it.
So it's a nice memory.
And he had a memory.
Oh, bedtime. Bedtime was nice. Right?
He remembers it, what it looks like in his head, and maybe he wanted to
Yeah.
paint it.
Mhm. Okay. So you're going to draw something. Alright? A focus picture. Ready? So look outside the window. So draw something that you see in the middle of the page using detail and bright color. Then you want to draw the background, and what kind of colors you can use in the background? Darker colors. You want to put a focus on the item that you're going to be drawing, okay? You can draw something out there or whatever. You can draw anything that you want to draw. What do you want to draw? The tree. Okay, so you can draw the tree. And then you make it lighter, and then the background make it in the darker colors. So what are some of the darker muted colors? Brown and grays, okay? And black, but not too black, okay? Then it just gets muddy looking. Alright, the end result is your eye should be drawn to the one item in the center of your picture, okay? Alright, cool. So here is your the picture. Go ahead and do that. So draw it in the center, and don't forget to write your name with your uppercase and lowercase. Okay? Alright. Alright, so thank you so much. We just finished our morning time. Thank you for joining us on our schooling journey.
What, you were vlogging this thing?
I was vlogging this thing without you knowing. It was a success. Alright, cool. Thank you so much for joining, and Drop a comment if you like what you've seen. If you want to keep following us and seeing some more of our homeschooling videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and follow us and join us on this journey. This is our 3rd year homeschooling, and what you just saw was us doing, we started off using our history curriculum, and as you can see, we did our family time together in the morning. That's the first thing we do together, family learning time. And then we split it off. We did our math, math, and then Chloe did some of her independent work. And we are going to be finishing up our Good and the Beautiful language lesson, level 2 lesson before we head to lunch. We have some lunch. All right, so I hope you found this to be fun and helpful. And thank you so much for joining us. All right, take care.
And welcome for hearts and rainbows and unicorns.
Hearts and rainbows and unicorns.